I just had the craziest dream. We couldn't tour, and there was a tavern set up in the house. I would sit there and tell stories from the road, and sometimes I would have too much, and Sophie would yell at me. Well, at least it was all just a dream. Whoa! Wow. This is it! The final episode of Tavern Time! I could have sworn that the whole thing was made up, but it was real. It's very real. I even have a musical guest. Tonight, final episode of Tavern Time. I can't believe it. I have a lot of guests live tonight. I'm going to take it very easy on the bourbon. I've got a little bit of bullet bourbon. I'm just going to have this little bit. Really enjoy the evening. We have a theme song. Take it away. You know this one.
Sometimes you wanna go to the
Tavern, the tavern. It's time for Tavern Time.
It's the tavern, hey!
Tavern,
Hey, it's time for tavern time.
It's time for Tavern Time. Eric Holgis, everybody. My special guest. He's been with me the whole time.
I've been with you tonight.
The whole time you've been with me.
It's been a great night.
It's been wonderful. We have a lot of guests tonight. The whole band is here. There's a green room. I set the whole thing up. It's amazing. My first guest tonight, Ian Holgis, everybody.
It's Ian, come on Ian. It's Ian on tavern time. It's Ian, it's Ian on tavern time.
Please have a seat. I didn't plan to have people over.
Ow.
And you look great.
Thanks.
I think this dynamic works. Have you met Eric, our musical director here?
We've met.
He's met. I got a few questions for you about Behind the Door, about what's next. My first question for you, what are you drinking? What are we drinking tonight?
Well, I was drinking a bit of bourbon, but I'm so proud of you, and you deserve this more than me.
I was hoping to thank you. I was hoping to kind of take it easy tonight, but hey, it's Tavern Time.
Tonight's no night for that.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, y'all.
Cheers to you, my friend.
Cheers.
I love this show.
It's one of the best shows on television.
Is it on television?
Well, it is.
Okay.
And that leads me to my first question. What's your favorite part about Behind the Door?
My favorite part about Behind the Door, has been getting the chance to perform for our fans during a challenging year and connect in a new way. And I've actually gotten to debut over 20 new songs Behind the Door.
That's
exclusively.
True. Exclusively Behind the Door.
Yeah.
You can see all those videos of the songs. And I've listened to all the songs. They're fantastic. If you haven't checked it out, you're missing out.
Thanks, Mike.
You're very welcome. What are you excited about for year 2 of Behind the Door?
Gosh, there's so much cool stuff coming in
That's
year
true.
2, Mike. It's hard to pick, but I would say that I'm most excited about our fireside chats, which will continue this proud tradition.
Yes.
And a chance to connect with you.
To connect with me.
and all of our fans. Yeah.
We run a very tight ship here at Tavern Time, but I appreciate that. I think as the fireside chats will be a fantastic year 2 offering.
It's gonna be great.
How was your quarantine?
It was, it was long, and I had a toddler through most of it, and then an infant through the second half. So it was a lot of family time.
Yeah, a lot of sleeping.
Not a ton of sleeping.
I think there's a photo of you from quarantine. Can we maybe take a look at that photo?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, we've all been there.
Had a lot of hands jammed up my nostril.
Okay.
That was the theme.
That happens to me too.
Did we go with that photo?
Okay. Yeah. Well, now I have one more question for you.
Yeah, please.
What's your favorite episode or part of Tavern Time from the first year Behind the Door?
Gosh, my favorite episode. There are so many to choose from. So many.
Be specific.
Okay. Well, there was I think my favorite one was the one with the guy that you had come on You know who I'm talking about.
I never really had a guest in the tavern. Did you ever see Tavern Time Behind the Door?
I've watched them all. I love them all.
All right, I think it's time for our next guest. Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. I'll give you a hand up.
Thanks.
Ian Holgis, everybody. Okay, cheers. Our next guest. Oh shit. Okay. Our next guest is Ian's sister, Brittany Holgis.
Hey, Brittany, Brittany on Tavern Time.
It's Brittany.
Oh, Brittany on Tavern Time.
Please have a seat.
I'm not going to sit down there.
It's just a.
Right.
You want to? All right, I'm gonna. Okay. All right, I will. I see that. Okay.
Classy.
All right. Well, how are you?
That's what I thought.
Thanks
I
for-
mean, I'm great.
Okay, you are. Thanks for coming to the tavern. It's our final episode of Tavern Time.
Yeah.
I got some questions for you. If you're up for asking
Yeah,
a question. Okay. Great.
totally.
What are you sipping on?
You know, this is just a little something I made up.
Uh-huh.
But you know, I've been thinking about it. I'm trying to kind of get myself back on the.
Me too.
You know.
Me too.
So
Coming back to it.
you should go ahead and have this.
I don't
I
think that's a
it'll
good
go
idea.
well with whatever you've got in there.
Okay. Well,
It was mostly backwash anyway, so I drank it.
that helps water it down. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that.
You're welcome.
All right. Anyway, what was your favorite part of Behind the Door Year 1?
Well, gosh, hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
I liked so much about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go ahead and say it was the live shows.
The
that
live
we were
shows,
able
yes.
To share. The last one, The Dark. We moved all the furniture out of my house, and then we made it into a haunted house, and it's just nice to know that the haunting I feel in my house is something we can, visually portray and then embody with music.
That was a fun one. It's
It's
available
really
behind
good.
the door to watch.
Yeah, you could still watch it, and I
Mhm.
think you should if you haven't.
I think you
already.
should too. Well, speaking of Behind the Door,
Yeah.
what are you excited about for Year 2?
Gosh. I think I'm most excited about the attic.
Yes. Explain
Yes.
what that is.
I can't.
It's a secret.
Well, I'll just say that right behind the door, it's like you're coming into our home. Well, up in the attic, that's where you find all of the best treasures. It's up there.
Personal items,
Mm-hmm.
credit card numbers,
Yeah, exactly.
social security. Yeah. Okay.
Everything that you could possibly need to start a new life.
Hmm.
In case you ever got caught for a crime that you did or did not
Mm-hmm.
commit, and never
We should-
slay the patriarchy.
We should probably call it there. So, how is your quarantine?
It's going good. A lot has changed for
Okay.
me, like quite a lot. I would say that I have integrated a lot more dog hair into everything.
I
Like,
think
and it will never go away.
Ever.
Like ever now that it's here, it's everywhere and it's forever.
It's
So-
forever. Dog hair is forever. I think we have a photo from your quarantine days.
Mhm.
I think we do.
Mhm. That kind
Yeah.
of sums it up.
Awesome. Hey, on Friday, we got something special here in Nashville.
Can't wait.
Living Waters.
Super excited.
The light beer and the dark beer. We are releasing it.
Eric and I made the light beer, isn't that right, Eric?
That's right.
Can we have a little sound for it? What does it sound like?
It sounds
Okay.
like this.
Like, and then maybe a transition.
Light beer, some dark beer.
Wow.
That's the
regret
dark
it.
beer.
I regret asking for that, but it didn't actually taste like that. Way better than that. So don't let that keep you away. It was so good. It was the best beer I've ever had. The
Wow.
light, yeah. And but here's the thing. Everything's limited quantity. This is like a real down home brewery. Like we made the beer ourselves. It's a small batch of both the light and the dark. So when you get there, if you're bummed that it's not there, because if you're there even just an hour late or something, there's a chance you might miss out on the beer on Friday. But the good news is, all of the other beers, I've literally never had a bad beer at Living Waters. They are true craftspeople, and all of the packaging and bottles are beautiful and great. So
I'm excited about it. 5 o'clock at Living Waters. Last question. We're at Tavern Time. What was your favorite part of Tavern Time of season 1?
this
That's not funny.
set was always really good.
All right, ladies and
The
gentlemen.
ambiance.
You know, here at Tavern Time, we run a very tight ship.
Yeah.
And, well, Brittany, it was a pleasure. And
Yeah.
thanks so much for coming.
Try and keep your head up, Mike.
All right. All right. Wow. Well, you know, it's live television. What can I say? My next guest, Eric Holgis.
Oh,
Eric is Eric.
It's me on Tavern Time.
One more time.
Me, it's me. It's me on Tavern Time.
My goodness, it's so good to see you.
It's really nice.
Would you like to have a seat here? Come on. All right. There he is. There he is. All right. You guys know the drill by now. What you sipping on?
I have some bourbon up here.
Oh, there's a theme here. Cheers. Oh, man.
And I also want to just congratulate you.
You can't do that. No.
on
I
a
am
beautiful
not drinking
season.
much tonight.
That one's for me. And yeah, great job, Mike. I have been so impressed with your ability to drink during quarantine.
Yeah.
Are you gonna ask me the same 5 questions?
Oh. Sorry. Yeah, behind the door. You know, we have a
Yeah.
bunch of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all, I gotta say, behind the door, this guy's idea.
Well,
It's true.
true.
And
I'll take the credit and the blame.
It's been an amazing ride. What's your favorite part of Behind the Door?
I've been going live every Wednesday for over a year to kind of share some of the just the interstitial weekly sagas of quarantine, and I've loved it. So this is the first Wednesday that I'm not going live, but I'm really grateful I get to sit at a piano and play with.
It is Wednesday.
Play with my friends, and
we are live.
Be with all of you. Yes.
Okay, good. That's fantastic. Well, we have year 2 coming up.
Yes.
Of Behind the Door.
Yes.
What you looking forward to about that? What you looking forward to?
Oh, I think that my favorite part of Behind the Door has been how we can experiment with live performance. And we are really excited because we're actually going to bring back something that was a bit, I didn't know if we were ever going to be able to find a place to do this again, but I think Behind the Door is exactly where it should happen. We're going to bring back the revival show. Cue thunderstorm sound here.
Thanks.
But the Revival is a residency we did here in Nashville, Tennessee for 16 weeks in 2018. And it was the most experimental, exciting live performance we've ever done. So we're going to do a show to bring the band and all of our fans back to life every year. And this one's going to be in January of 2022. So I can't wait for that. I think it's going to be fun.
It's going to be very fun. I asked the others, how was your quarantine?
It was a saga. So I have a photo here.
Oh, you do?
I brought
All right,
a
let's
clip
take a look.
of to give you a sense of what I looked like during quarantine. I really wore my experience on my face, and so my hair was about 2 feet long, and I had a big beard, and I regret pretty much all of it. And so I've clearly changed my look, and I'm a new me.
You look great. All right. Well, you got to get back to the piano, but I
know.
But I got to ask you,
Yeah.
what was your favorite episode of Tavern Time?
Oh, you don't want to know.
I do. Come on, tell me.
Well, this has been a great moment. This is my favorite moment of Tavern.
What about? I mean, yeah, sure, but what about the other ones? You saw
This one kind of
You've
eclipses
seen,
all of them.
no, but you've seen them, right? All right.
I've loved this time on Tavern Time.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining me, Eric. I think you got to get back to the piano now.
I do.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind getting back to the piano now, that'd be great. Big
sure
Tavern Time
will.
fan. Yeah, you here. All right, Eric, hold us, everybody. All right, our next guest tonight is the person in the band I've known the longest. It's Grant Emerson, everybody. Grant on Tavern Time. It's Grant. It's Grant. It's Grant on Tavern Time. Oh, have a seat. Have a seat. Oh, yeah.
Wow,
Sorry.
it's very. There's a lot of aroma in the tavern.
Yeah, we've been making a lot of lambs and herbs and spices and things. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, a lot of old meatloaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, they know you here, right?
They know me here. I've lived here
so
for
you
a
get,
few,
you get the
years.
drinks. Can we just switch these?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
man. Sorry,
you.
I'm
Goodness
so-
gracious.
So it's tight. It's tight these
Thank
days.
you. Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
I am trying to cut back a little bit.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Alright.
what are you drinking on?
Your bourbon. It's
Oh.
house bourbon.
It's the house bourbon. I love it. So this is probably. This is also bourbon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Terrific.
Just glass half full kind of thing.
Yeah, well, that is half full. Awesome. Well, what's been your favorite part of Behind the Door?
Oh gosh, it's been connecting with all of our fans.
Yes.
While personally being trapped in my basement, has been nice.
Yeah, well, you were wanted for some crimes, and that's why you were hiding. But anyway, that's not neither here nor there.
I mean, I have been arrested before.
That's true. Well, that'll be a different episode of.
There we go. I sort of threw a wrench in.
Yeah, you did.
I was in college.
I'm running a tight ship here.
You know.
Throwing these.
For year 2.
Yeah, that's year 2. Speaking of year 2, what are you excited about with year 2?
I think there is some stuff that I am excited about, which is like I'm working on this thing with Eric and Adam called The Witch Hunt, and like that is something that's happening. If you go to our webpage and you maybe find our record label logo, that will take you down an interesting journey. And so there's that. I'm also working on some projects that I don't want to say what they are yet because I want to complete them and make sure they work.
Y'all don't know this, but Grant went to coding school during quarantine and learned a boatload of stuff. I'm really proud of you. That's some amazing stuff. I really am. In fact, how was your quarantine? Was it good? Was it long?
I mean, it was long. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
you have is there a photo of you that we can see?
I think yes. There's a couple photos of me.
There are a couple of photos of you.
Yeah,
Let's take a look at those photos.
So one, I'm just sort of hanging out with like my likeness, eating some vegetables,
Okay.
and then I can't remember what the other one is.
All right. Well, I think the viewers are getting a nice dose of that. I see. Yep. We sure.
All right, I got
We
a
sure
thumbs
are
up from
seeing
Adam.
those. That's fantastic.
All right.
All right. Cool, man. Well, you took my bourbon, but that's okay.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
here. Actually, come on. It's this is your
Oh
place.
well,
This is
okay.
your
I am
place.
trying to
This
cut.
is
I am
your-
cutting
this
back,
is
of
your
course.
place.
I am like, no,
Oh,
please
yeah,
don't.
Come on. That was the whole thing.
All right. Well,
mean, you're
thanks.
not-
You're very generous.
But you're not drinking of it.
I will be. What's your favorite episode of Tavern Time?
My favorite show. I watched this one every time it came
Yeah?
out. I watched out of all these shows.
This.
I watched all the episodes.
Okay. Really? Like, but what's your favorite one?
My favorite one is the one that is about the craziest thing that we've done as a band, which is playing for the military overseas.
That's true.
And
You actually did see
and
that.
flying in an Osprey, which is something I thought as like a civilian never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Well, I'm glad you caught that one.
Yes,
And that episode and all the other ones are available, of course, behind the door.
So this is the treat I get for actually watching your show.
That's true. It's a
This
treat.
one. Yeah.
The producer of Tavern Time.
Oh yes. How are
Grant,
we doing?
thank you so much for coming on the
Oh,
Tavern.
yeah. Thank you
Yes,
for having me.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Grant Emerson, everybody. All right. My next guest is one of the best singers I've ever met in my life, and I've met 6 or 7 singers. Liz Hopkins, everybody.
Oh, Liz!
It's Liz.
Liz on Tavern Time. It's Liz. It's Liz. It's Liz on Tavern Time. Don't screw up.
All right. Cheers.
Can we switch?
Thank
Because
you.
it'll be really unflattering for me if I sit down. I mean, you're already 2 feet taller than me. Thank you. Always sit
Of
down.
course, of course. This will be very flattering for me.
Perfect. I think the producer would prefer it this way. As well.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks so much for coming to the tavern on this final episode of Tavern Time. What are you sipping on?
I'm actually having some of the house bourbon.
Ah, what a great theme. Love the house
So
bourbon.
fun.
Very good. Well, I'm
So
trying. This
delicious.
is it for the night for me.
We're all having
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Though, thanks for coming.
It's great, but I actually have had a little too much.
Oh,
so
well, I know how that goes.
I'm
but
so appreciative of you having us all on the show, so I've got to just
I don't
pour one out
don't
for
do
you.
that. Oh
My-
Lord.
my man.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Well.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, cheers.
You look like you need a drink. Like you could use a really big drink.
I get that a lot. Oh, anyway. So what's been your favorite part of the behind the door thing?
Oh man, it's been really fun. It's been fun just seeing what each of the six of us has to share individually. So it's hard to choose. I loved being out in the garden and sharing recipes with people.
Very
Also, loved watching Eric go live every Wednesday.
Of course.
Appreciate that.
Who
loved-
doesn't love that?
Loved Brittany's scary magic.
Who doesn't
Ian's
love that?
Beautiful, beautiful
Yeah.
demos.
Yeah, all good stuff. And what are you
Yeah.
excited about for
She mentioned all of them except for Tavern Time.
Well, I mean, that's a given that it's the best one. You know,
It's ironic.
everybody watches that one. What are you excited about with season 2?
I'm excited for the revival. I'm
Yes,
excited for doing a big show every year and
live shows,
being experimental.
and we get to be on tour again
Yes.
and do some behind the door magic behind, on tour, behind the tour. We'll maybe call it that. We're not going to call it that.
We're not going to call it that.
Sometimes,
I like it.
sometimes the bourbon slips out of the mouth a little bit. How was your quarantine?
You know, peaks and valleys.
Peaks and valleys.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we have a picture of you during the old quarantine. I think we have
I
that.
think we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the shining silver linings was actually taking piano lessons with Renee McKee. every
Oh, that's
week.
my mom.
So I did get a lot of time to practice piano, and I think that's what this photo is kind of showing.
Fantastic. Well, I think she's seen an episode of Tavern Time before, so I really appreciate it, Mom, for seeing some Tavern Time. And speaking of which, what's one of your favorite moments of Tavern Time?
Oh man, I really loved the part when you didn't you to like told a story about when we.
I love that one too.
It's
Yeah.
just so hard to pick.
No, just pick one.
You have such a way with words.
Oh, thanks so much. But
And they wash over
just
me
one-
in a way that's so emotional.
I
to me.
agree. But like, what the particular
It's,
anything at all?
I mean, I kind of liked the Disney one.
Kind of like the Disney one. I'll take that. Well, Liz Hopkins, thanks so much for coming by the tavern on this finale episode. All right. All right. Well, we have a few more guests. And I would like to introduce one of the hardest working guys in showbiz. He's the production manager of Del Rey. He does all the behind the scene things. Behind the things.
Pace yourself, buddy.
Never! I would like to introduce Adam Taylor, a.k.a. Ate. Ate! It's Ate! Ate on Tavern Time! It's Ate! Ate on Tavern Time! Woo! Alright, cheers, man! Woohoo! Alright!
You have more chairs.
No, I know, I just didn't really think ahead on this one. Again, I thought the whole thing was a dream, didn't think it was real, and, just...
This is disappointing.
Oh, no.
We'll advance it next time. It's fine.
Okay,
It's fine.
we'll advance it
we'll
next
go-
time.
We'll go
Okay,
over it.
all right.
We'll go over it.
So, what you sipping on, man?
Man, so there, you've got a really good selection here at the tavern.
I do.
It's really great, and I made 2 of these. So this is the second one. Yeah. So I've got one actually at the console.
Yes.
So cheers to you.
Cheers, man. All right.
And a little bit more.
No.
This one's for you. Here, I'll keep it. So one more cheers.
Okay.
You should take the.
I don't want to do. I am.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm working.
Cut back. It's not gonna happen.
Not for you, producer.
All right. Well, we appreciate all the hard work you've been putting in behind the door. A lot of the fun transitions, animations have been this guy.
Woo!
Just play along.
Oh, sorry. Yes. I did not hire another company.
We're
or-
live.
Okay,
What's been your
yes.
favorite part of behind the door?
Let's see.
Hey, Tim, we have a cable issue over here.
Guys, it's been great. I gotta go.
All
I
right.
really
Well,
gotta go.
Adam Taylor, everybody.
It's
on Tavern Time.
God, he's my favorite guest yet.
One of my favorites.
That was my favorite
One of my
guest so
favorites.
far,
I was going to
yeah.
ask him about his favorite episode of Tavern Time. I think he's seen more than one.
Who knows?
Maybe after the show, I'll ask him.
should ask
I'm
him.
really curious about what people's favorite episode of Tavern Time is.
It sounds like they all love them equally. So
I think
you
it's
should
the-
take that as like a.
I
real
think
vote of
that when
confidence.
people revisit and they go into the Behind the Door
attic.
season 2,
The attic,
they go to the
yes.
attic, these are the archives, they're going to
That's right.
see tarot reading with Brittany, they're going to go, They're going to see live streams with Eric, okay.
Well.
But then they're going to go to Tavern Time. And that's the ticket. That is pure entertainment.
That is
I
gold.
submitted for web awards. I submitted for all sorts of video nominations and stuff. And we're gonna get one day.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen here at Tavern Time.
Don't call them; they'll call you, kind of thing.
I'd like to introduce a very special member of our team. And I think she's in the green room there. We have Taina here with us.
Oh,
Taina, it's Taina on Tavern Time. It's Taina, it's Taina on Tavern Time. She's behind the camera, so sorry about that. Oh, hi. Taina on Tavern Time. Yeah. All right. Hi. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. I don't know if you've been seeing this, but people have been pouring all their bourbon into this glass, and I'm trying to cut back. So I don't. If the next guest could please not put their drinks in my glass, I'd really appreciate it.
I'm gonna be nice to you, and I'll just finish my
Oh, thank the maker.
Mainly because I think you need to take more sips first, and then I can pour them in. Great.
Thank you very much. Well, so I got to ask you, what's been your favorite part of Behind the Door?
I think it would be learning how to produce a show on the cable table with Adam Taylor.
The cable table with Adam Taylor.
Yeah, just adding to my resume.
A lot of camera switches when you guys are watching a live show, the light stream or the dark or the holiday special, all the different camera switches. Taina, it's fantastic. All right.
It's often as anticlimactic as that note just was.
Wow, this is beautiful.
I thought it was a little bit. I thought it was a little bit.
Beautiful effect.
I thought it was a little rude. This is the producer of Tavern Time. What are you excited about with year 2?
Probably also the revival. The revival originally was what got me to work for this band.
Yes.
So hopefully that continues with revival. Part
Now
2.
you wear a lot of hats for the band. What is your?
I
What
don't
do you?
wear any hats, Mike. My hair's too big.
Okay, you do a lot of things for the band.
Yes.
And what can you just tell the audience here? What is it that you do for the band?
It's a great question. I pick up stuff when needed. I paint things sometimes.
Manual labor, arts and crafts.
I write things sometimes.
Okay.
And I don't know. I do a lot of stuff. It's really easy to explain.
Great. So, how was your quarantine?
My quarantine was pretty good.
Yeah?
I actually moved to Nashville during quarantine.
From New York City.
Yeah, I really recommend a pandemic move.
Yes.
In particular, when a band is helping you unload your stuff out of a trailer.
It helps.
They're really good at it.
We're good at moving items from one location
to another really fast.
Yeah, that's my resume.
Real fast.
I think we have a photo of you in quarantine. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
By quarantine, I mean just Brittany's car.
Yeah.
That's where I spent a lot of my time.
Me too.
This year, with a really big dog, or 2,
Yeah.
or 3, or 4 sometimes. Yeah.
Well, so I got to ask you, what is your favorite part of Tavern Time?
My favorite part, or my
favorite episode? I know. There's so many to choose from.
Well, my favorite part of Tavern Time is when the producer stops you from saying things you shouldn't. My favorite episode, I think, was actually the holiday one, which was the night before Christmas.
Okay.
Is that what we
And
called it?
I think we can call it that, and that's
Yeah.
available, of course, behind the door. You can all check out that episode.
Yes.
I'm
it
glad
was
you
really
got. I'm
fun
glad
to
you
film.
saw it. All right.
Yeah, it was good. That was another one of my jobs actually. I was
A narrator.
narrating that
You
one.
could just
so
see-
that's that. Yeah.
You get to see Taina wear many hats,
Yes.
metaphorically.
Sometimes.
Taina, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much
Yeah.
for coming to the tavern.
I'm
Cheers.
gonna keep this.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Taina. Oh yeah. All right. I think we have time for a couple more guests.
Perfect.
This is your first time doing a little sidekick thing with me.
It's my first time.
Yeah. Even
Never
earlier,
forget.
I said you've
You're
been here the
first.
whole time, but
I know you lied, and it's not good to start a relationship on a lie.
that's true. You want to unpack that a little bit?
Learn the hard way.
You learn the hard way by starting out with a lie, with a fib. We don't want to do that.
No.
Not again.
We have our fantastic intern here, Allie Bernstein. It's Allie. It's Allie. It's Allie on Tavern Time. It's Allie. It's Allie. It's Allie on Tavern Time. All right. Welcome to the tavern.
Thanks, Mike. You know, I'm a little emotional because
Me
this
too.
is my first and also my last time at the tavern.
Oh, man.
So-
Well, I know you've seen all the episodes. I know you're a huge fan,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And, we'll get to that in a little bit, of course. But what are you sipping on?
Well, I have some bourbon, but the
Wow,
problem
it's a
is,
smash.
you know, I really don't drink bourbon.
Well, you do now. you do
know,
now.
I
No, 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 no,
I
no, no,
really
no, no,
don't.
no, no, no.
I'm so sorry.
All right. Well, that's very generous. Thank you. Cheers. All
Cheers.
right, I kind of like these guests now. Actually, kind of good. Should have you guys back. We should restart Tavern Time again.
Maybe you should.
What do you do for the band?
So right now I'm very excited because I've been helping Jesse with some logistics for tour.
Yeah.
That's been very exciting.
Yes. Yes. And we are very happy to go out on tour again. That's fantastic. Awesome. Well, so what's been your favorite part of Behind the Door?
Definitely the live shows and
Yes.
seeing all of the great comments from the diehards and their reactions to everything. That's been my favorite part.
That's been fantastic. Oh, the best. They're the best.
They are the best.
Are you excited about season 2, year 2?
I'm very excited.
Okay.
I have to say, I'm probably most excited for the revival
Mm-hmm.
and fireside chats.
Fireside chat. Oh man, yes. We're going to cover a lot of topics. The whole band will get together. And now that so safe to do so, we'll be together in person more, and we can have some good, more in-person fireside chats. It's going to be great.
Oh,
And maybe
Awesome.
some actual fire.
Sure.
we could
Maybe
get
some actual
change-
fire.
Change of the backdrop.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the backdrop.
Everything's
A little
good.
fire.
How was your quarantine? You were in Philadelphia.
I was back home for a while,
Mhm.
so you know it was challenging. But my family adopted a new puppy.
You're going to have to hang on a second. The green room is a little noisy.
It's pretty.
And
fun
I
to
did
hear.
specifically ask for quiet on the set. We have a tight ship here at Tavern Time.
We have Allie on the show. This is a big get for us.
Do you have any idea how many phone calls I had to make?
One, maybe.
It was a text.
It was group meeting.
You got a puppy during quarantine?
I did. Yeah, my family got a puppy.
Yeah.
So you know, it was a lot of me snuggling puppy and wearing the same outfit every day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, oh yeah.
That gets a woo. Is there a photo of you during your quarantine
I think there
experience?
should be.
All right, let's take a
I
look
think
at that.
there
Let's take a
is.
look at that.
Let's check this
Fortunately, there is.
Oh yeah.
It was a good look for me.
All right. Well, that's great. Thanks so much for being here. And
Thank you for having me.
I know you're a big fan. So have you have a favorite episode of Tavern Time?
Oh, Mike, I was hoping you would not ask me that.
Yeah.
There were definitely so many favorites.
Of course.
I just-
But yeah, give me one in particular. Yeah.
I have to think back because.
Oh, it's okay. We have time.
Maybe the one with the tavern.
Yeah. Well, they all
Maybe that one.
have taverns, but so that means maybe you like them all.
Producers
Yeah,
watching.
yeah. I can't pick one particular episode off the top of my mind, but
Okay. That I'll take it. All right, Allie, everybody. Thanks so much. Wow.
Wow, that was a big get. I am proud of you, Mike. What a way to end on a big note, buddy.
Well, we're not quite done.
Oh, did you get who I think you got?
Yeah. I got Jesse Rush. Oh, it's Jesse on Tavern Time. It's Jesse on Tavern Time. Wow, please have a seat.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I didn't plan ahead
Actually,
see-
before we get started, could you sign this for me, please?
Oh,
And you still have that pen?
I don't.
That one I gave you last year, the Sharpie from last year.
Last year's Sharpie.
Yeah.
I don't have. Can we do this after the show? Is that okay?
Did you lose the Sharpie?
I would never lose a Sharpie.
Those are really expensive.
Yeah,
You should
I know. I should maybe cut back a little bit, not lose.
This is quite a look you got going on here,
Thank you
Jesse.
so much.
What is the?
I've got a lot of work, so I'm gonna do this while I'm working. We have a
Okay.
lot going on this week, so.
Yeah, I know you do, but we have here. What is this?
It's our vinyl.
The dark vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, let's hear it.
A quarantine miracle!
It's a quarantine miracle.
It truly is.
Wow, Jesse, I'm so happy to see you. You do a lot for the band. Can you kind of tell the fans what it is that you do?
I do, like you said, a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have.
everything.
Yeah, we don't really have enough time to kind of go through it all, but it's just a lot.
Wow. Okay. Great television. We know how to get them. Oh, what are you sipping on?
Sipping on a little bourbon.
Oh.
Some say it's Bullet.
Yeah, it's a bullet. Oh, yeah, that's the house bourbon. It's a bullet
Yeah,
bourbon.
that's
One
what
of the
they
best.
say.
Is that a piece of straw you have in your mouth? Are you
Yeah,
a
I
farmer?
actually, so I recently, I just eat a lot of grasses and leaves now, so this doesn't really fit into my diet of grasses
Sure,
and
yeah,
leaves,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so I'm just
Well, no.
gonna top
I'm
off
trying to cut
little
back a
final
little. I don't.
cheers.
Boy.
So cheers.
Cheers. Well.
We stir it up a little bit.
Yeah, sir. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Nice.
Okay. Well. Thanks so much. This will be
What do you think?
hell of a Thursday, or what is it? Wednesday? Hell of a Wednesday.
It's going to be a hell of a Thursday for you.
It's gonna be a hell of a Thursday. Wow. Well, if I can distract you from your work for a minute, what's been your favorite part of Behind the Door?
Favorite part of Behind the Door have been the live shows.
The live shows.
Yeah. We
Yes.
learning how to be a camera operator.
Yes.
It was fun.
All the amazing angles with the moving camera.
Uh-huh.
This gal.
Yeah.
Give it up. Give it up. Oh yeah. What are you excited about for year 2 Behind the Door?
What I'm most excited about for year 2 is the stuff that incorporates everything with tour. So
Yes.
the pins, the collectible pins that everyone will get behind the door for coming to the shows. Early access to VIP
Oh.
and tickets.
Oh.
I'm just excited to be on the road and see everyone.
Me too.
And,
Oh,
and
my goodness.
Get to meet people that we've met behind the door this year virtually.
And the new people that we haven't met yet, that we've only met online.
Exactly.
I can't wait to meet all of y'all in
Exactly.
person.
Yep.
How was your quarantine?
It was good.
Yeah?
You know,
Was it good?
it was long.
Yeah. We have a photo from your experience, yes?
Yes, we have one from I mostly did spent some time volunteering and got a lot of different hairdos while I was there. So
Yeah,
I think we have a photo of one of those.
Yeah, they did. You missed they did it already.
Oh, they did it. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Back
That's
to-
Adam Taylor for
Okay,
you.
yeah.
All right. Well, clearly you've seen them all. So, what's your favorite episode of Tavern Time?
You know, probably like one from I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Well, we've been doing it for just a year, but.
I was that one. I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, was it maybe the like the Halloween one? Did you saw that one, right?
Maybe.
It's the one
probably-
where I had the preacher from the revival. Yeah.
I don't think I
Okay.
knew that one.
Well, we got, of course, the Christmas one where with the snow ghost. Remember?
No, it was like a long it was a different tavern you were in and
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think there might be some confusion for that, but
I
okay. Well, a little upset about that. Jesse, thanks so much for coming by the
Thank you.
tavern,
Thank you for
and
having me.
all right, thank you for being here. It's Jesse, everybody. Jesse on Tavern Time. It's Jesse on Tavern Time. Wow. Well, those are all the guests we have for tonight.
Sadly, yeah. That's
What's on your mind, Eric?
My mind is aflutter with good thoughts and dreams. I'm just grateful for you, Mike, for holding down the tavern.
Well, that's what I do here. And I think it'd be fun to get the whole gang in here.
Oh, the whole
Let's
gang.
get the whole gang. The whole gang. The whole gang. Tavern time. It's the whole gang. It's the whole gang. It's the whole gang on Tavern time. live from the tavern. Thank y'all so much for being behind the door. We hope to see you.
Mike, don't forget your drink.
We
buddy.
can't wait to see you.
yeah. This will be my last drink of the night.
Okay, that's for the best.
All right, thanks for being behind the door. We hope to see you in year 2.
Get your
Love you
king.
guys.
Cheers, everybody. Yeah.
Come with us.
Get your king.
Come on. See you Friday.
See you Friday.
Or later. On tour.
Woo! See you on tour.
Guys, it's still on. I gotta get over there.
It's tavern, it's tavern. It's time for tavern time. It's tavern, it's tavern. It's time for tavern time. It's tavern, it's the tavern. It's the time for tavern time. Great final episode, Mike.
Thanks, man.
Jacob.
See you next year.